Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we spoke with the Amenfaf, and we got her permission to enter the rest of Twin Elms. We could follow Theos if we wanted. However, I want to focus on a bit of side questing. I feel like it's been a while since we focused on our companion. Well, to be fair, a lot of them only had side quests that could be done in this area. Yeah, there's nothing to look at here. Okay. Oh. My brother, fleeing in shame? I don't believe any of it. Arthwin is lying. This I claim. Oh, okay. Hi there.
Estramore?
Sensing your approach, an agitated elven hunter suddenly drops his conversation and turns his face to you. What kind of courtesy have you learned in your filthy homeland? A red stripe of paint gleams pearly with sweat from cheekbone to cheekbone. We speak of Glanfathan matters. Begone. The huntress in the group raises her calloused hand. Still your heart, Radai. Do not forget where you stand. She parts the fine strands of golden hair that float before her face and acknowledges you with a nod. In the house of our ancestors and the 6 tribes, we commune as one people. Radai looks away and fumes in a restrained breath. The ancestors will forgive me and my brother when I clean the shame away from his name. He looks at the huntress. And from the taint it has brought to our tribe. What happened to your brother? Tell me about your tribe. Goodbye. But tell me about your tribe. Radai's voice swells with pride, but for a moment holding his anger at bay. We're the keepers of the stone. He lets the name reverberate in the hall. We're the first tribe. Our history runs across the ages to the time of the builders. The huntress nods. We are one with the past, with our traditions and history. The best crafts and hunts come from our kin. Other tribes look up to our prowess. They're consumed by envy, Radai frowns. That's why Arthwin lies about my brother. His tribe has no history, no glory, and now he claims it for the twice-split arrows while we're left to bear a false shame. What happened to your brother? My brother. The hunter's heavy breathing pauses for a moment. My brother, Fiorm, is the greatest hunter of our tribe. He set out on a blood hunt but hasn't returned. And now Arthwin, that puny liar, he claims that my brother... Radai clenches his fists. The elven huntress fills in the silence. Arthwin belongs to another tribe. He is the hunter that competed against Fiorm during their blood hunt. She gives a glancing look to Radai. Arthwin claims that Fiorm has exiled himself, deciding not to return to Twin Elms. Radai scowls. His stripe of paint curves like an angry wound. Exiled. In shame. For losing to him during the blood hunt. Can you believe this liar? Even though Arthwin returned with the giant Stalgar's fang as proof, it's hard to believe that Fiorm would have failed to kill the prey first. The huntress digs her heel on the dark soil. But you cannot claim that yet, Radai, not until the Amenfafa judge the truth. Arthwin's weak from a lower tribe. Radai bares his teeth. He lies. I'll find the truth and clean my brother's name. Okay. You mentioned the blood hunt. What is it? We prove our worth in a blood hunt. We set out to stalk and prey. Okay, yeah, I was like, wait a minute. No, that does make sense. We set out to stalk and prey, always a dangerous creature, and only one kills it first. The elven huntress interrupts with an exasperated sigh. Yes, but we hunt as pairs to bond, as Glanfathan as one, not as enemies. 2 hunters, 2 tribes, 1 spirit. That is our way. Radai glowers in response. Our way isn't to lie. We don't betray our brothers and sisters for our own gain. The blood hunt between your brother and Arthwin has broken the communion of our tribes, Radai. Do not dig in this wound until you can claim the truth. She turns again to face you. Perhaps our customs appear strange to you, but, despite what you see, we Glanfathans hold our bonds sacred. Why would Arthwin lie about your brother? Radai throws his arms in the air. Why? He looks at you as if the answer were obvious. Radai, please, still your anger. She does not know our customs. The huntress turns to you and nods. Arthwin stands much to gain from claiming a victory over Fiorm. It brings renown and glory to his kin, a lesser tribe, the twice-split arrows. Arthwin has no history, no name, and now he returns a hero while my brother... Radai's face twists in ire. Tricked, Perhaps worse. How do you plan to clear Fiorm's name? A bead of sweat rolls down Radai's forehead and hangs from his red-painted cheekbone like a drop of blood. It quivers as the hunter's muscles twitch. I can't tarry here while my brother's fate remains unknown. The Amem-Fatha must let me go. To judge Arthwin and to clean our tribe's name, they cannot listen only to your truth. The huntress lowers her head, glancing at you. Before the Amem-Fatha, only an impartial voice can speak for what happened. Radai wipes his neck, and the drop of sweat lingering on his cheekbone flies in your direction. You mean to involve this one? An Estremor? How has this happened? Why does this keep happening? We're a deceptive bitch. We are a deceptive bitch. But everyone thinks we are. It's her face. I'm telling you. She has this. I mean, it's exactly like I'm pretty sure I said this in episode 1 when I was going through character creation. I pointed out there are 2 female moon god-like portraits. One of them looks like a rogue, the other looks like butter wouldn't melt, and that's the one I picked for Ximena, because that's her whole thing. She looks really innocent. Oh, look at that lady, she looks so nice, and she's like, yeah, give me your life savings. Give me your life savings. That's what this is. I'm convinced of this. They're taking one look at Ximena's face and they're being like, this lady would never lie to us. She wouldn't do that. She points at him, her calloused finger curved like a claw. Listen to me now. Arthwin returned. With proof. Your brother did not even come back. The huntress blows against the fine hairs floating down over her face. The tribes are split. Something must be done. She looks at you. And this one is known to speak the truth. No promises, but if I find anything, then I'll let you know. As an Estremor, I can look into this without risking tension between your tribes. Diplomatic. I will find what happened to your brother and get to the truth of it. Passionate. What do I care about your petty troubles? I've got more important things to resolve in this city. Cool. No, again, we're trying to get our reputation up. As an Estremor, I can look into this without risking tension between your tribes. Radai turns to face you, his hard features betraying no emotion, and nods. You're right in claiming this. The Amem-Fatha would agree to listen. There's no union between you and our tribes. The huntress nods at you. Fiorm and Arthwin went to the Northweald Forest, beyond the Old Song Pass, to hunt a giant Stalgar. Search there and return to us with the truth if you can, but be aware, Stalgar of such size, many times over their lesser kin, usually gather a big pride that follows them closely. Radai fixes his eyes on you. 2 glowing embers over the blood-red stripe painted across his face. Estremor, I don't expect help, but I'll do anything to know of my brother's fate and to clean the stain that Arthwin has spilled on our tribe. He throws his chin back. Anything. This I claim. Oh, wasn't that where, Yeah, this was here. Also, I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Lover's Light. 35% experience, copper lover's rings, silver lover's rings. For the last 2 years, sailors on the grace of Ximena have seen a pair of lights dancing over the waves late at night. Those who have come close have reported hearing 2 women's voices singing a song of unparalleled beauty. Some believe they are the souls of Alessa and Palan, ill-fated lovers from a century ago who were cast out of Achenze by a mob and driven from the cliffs to their deaths. Achenze's Duchess condemned the mob's actions, but the unsympathetic Songreta Dukala did little to punish the offenders. Since the rumours about the lights have spread, romantic Velians have gone to the cliffs or even rowed small boats out from the shore at night to catch a glimpse of the spirits. Achenze's new duke is doing his best to curb let's try that. I don't know why I'm having so many tongue fumbles. Achenze's new duke is doing his best to curb the behaviour, but he believes the only true remedy will be putting the spirits to rest. No small task, given when and where they appear. Okay. I'm thinking we'll send Maneha. We'll send Maneha as a gift bearer. She's all about, like, putting business to rest. So yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Oh, Grave wounds fester on the deerwood. A moribund prey, our prey. I think you're just random individuals. Yeah, okay. Now that's the other thing. So before I do anything, I need to head back to the market. So I looked up, considering I didn't get the upgraded version of clear. One second. It's for a deer. Yeah, Clad Haliath. Considering I didn't get the upgraded version of this, I was like, right, what else can I give to a deer? And as it turns out, the next best thing is actually that mace that I was looking at, Starcaller. Tamra's always hungered, like a prowling Stalgar. She hungers not for Glanfathens, but more Estromorwen to trade. Yo, she hustling. She hustling. She wants her money. She's gonna get that bag, and I can't begrudge her. Now then, you, I think.
Hail, Estromor.
Let me see your wares. Okay, there we go. And was it? Yes, Starcaller, you're coming with me. I'm just looking. I'm just double checking. Okay. Yep. I'm like, when did we get this? Excuse me? This small shield is of lightweight construction, intended to be maneuvered in as swift and dynamic a fashion as its namesake. Despite the fine craftsmanship, it was most famously known as the weapon of a pit fighter who used the shield and a distinctive dance-like fighting style to turn his opponent's attacks against them. Okay, that's cool. Yep, buddy. You take this. There you go, and you currently have that. Oh, but no, you should be on that. Why are you not on that? You can take that. There you go. Yeah, we need to head to Defiance Bay because his item is, I didn't pick it up, but it's in the Gentleman's Club. That's where his piece is. Okay. Now then, let's head back over to the tavern. We'll swap out some of our companions. Who do we want to swap out, though? I'm thinking Aloth and Kana. Considering we're still doing... He's got a soulbound item. You have a soulbound item. Your quest is in this area. Yeah, come along, people. Come along. So yeah, we need to pick up... Oh, we need Sagani. And then we've got Durance and the Grieving Mother, but they're both talking things. We need to talk to them. I think we'll go with Durance. It feels like it's been a while since we've had Durance on the team. I see Renato's body's disappeared. They cleaned him up. Like, we can't have this. Toss him in the river. Toss him in the river. He'll float away. Or maybe they fed him to a Stalgar. You never know.
How do you do?
Welcome back. Is there anything I can do for you? I'd like to hire on some help. Many kith come through here seeking work. Here, I will introduce you. You don't need to do that. I just need... Yeah, you can go.
Safe travels.
Farewell.
You can go. And we want Sagani and Durance. There we are. Fabulous. Also, you... Ooh, can we... Yeah, camping is not allowed in this area. Okay. Dorrance, how did you do that? Well, if you get stuck... Okay, Dorrance, you dick. You dick. Come on, buddy. But... Dorrance, why are you like this? Why have you done this? Let's
You
dismiss
walk your path,
him.
I'll walk mine.
And now... You come over on your own. Dorrance, why are you like this? Seriously, Dorrance, why are you like this?
Well
now
met,
spawn in
friend.
on the correct side of the bar. Come on, you dick. Dorrance, I swear to Jesus.
What?
Okay, there we go. There we go, you asshat. Come on, out we go. Right. I'm thinking, considering the whole thing with Dorrance is that we need to, he only has new stuff. I don't know if resting at the inns triggers him to have new dialogue, so we're gonna camp out in the woods. We're gonna camp out in the woods, and hopefully we'll be able to push his quest along. Oh, he wielded dark sorcery, the intruder. Yeah, they're talking about Theos. Our sacred hall of stars, soiled by unclean feet. Yeah, sorry about him. Okay, now. Out we go. Back to... Ooh, okay. Yeah, back to Elmshore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go for Sagani. We're piling payday. Excellent. Yeah, 4 turns remaining. Okay. Kind of like, still no one wants to talk to us. Okay.
Adra Arch, dead ahead.
The arch. Which... Okay, no, you... Yeah, right here. Aha! Okay. The Adra Arch looms in front of you, just as you saw it through Persoq's eyes. Sagani turns, watching the trees for a moment. As the arch shadows fall over you, the wooded shore fades into a different scene. Oh. Okay, yeah, right there. You're standing in another forest. Blackened, bare trunks claw their way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods, and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed buildings. Between and amidst it all are elves and orlans, their faces painted and brows drawn. Yeah, we don't know where this is. Burnt trees, crumbling ruins. Where is this? Ah! Thank you. I'm glad you don't recognize it. That suggests you haven't been lurking around ruins where you don't belong. Heravius eyes you intently with a wagging finger of feigned lecturing. Sounds like you're describing the desolate stretch in the mountain slopes north of Twin Elms, site of an old battle from the War of Black Trees. I've seen the next location.
I'll follow you.
She counts the arrow in her quiver before adjusting the weight on her shoulder.
I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
You sound surprised. Are you disappointed? Ooh. Well, I mean, she's been doing this for how many years? You sound surprised.
I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever.
Her hand lingers over a bone-tipped arrow.
I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
She looks at you out of the corners of her eyes. What's changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasitok. But I've gotten to know you, seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
Zoom in on Ximena's face as she just looks at the camera. Like, do you hear this? What? Hey, I mean, it is in our favour. It's in our favour. Because people trust us because, oh, everyone says you're honest. I love this. What I mean is, thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. What will you do after this is over?
Good question.
She runs her hand over the smooth chisel surface of the arch. After 5 years, I'm not sure what the point of this is. Persoq has moved on, and while I'm out here, everyone in Persoq is carrying on as normal. And that'll be the case whether I come back having found Persoq or die out here. To be honest, I'm not sure what that means for me. She thumps the adra wall with the heel of her hand. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we've got to find Persoq, as well as your quarry, Ximena. Should give me time to figure out what I'll say to him. What do you think you'll tell Persoq?
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persoq's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
Ooh. I wish my fractured memories told me more about the people closest to me. If I'd accomplished as much as Persoq, I'd want to hear about it. He's a new person now. I'm not sure any of it really matters. I'm sure you'll know what to do. Ooh, I'm like, if we knew more about the people closest to us, we'd have known Alot's betrayal. We'd have known about it. I will never let this die. I swear, even in dead fire, I will be talking about this. Ximena's betrayal, just constantly like, oh, betrayal. Okay. Then again, Ximena is people-oriented. I was saying that as a joke, however, that's the thing, she is people-oriented. She's personable. Resolve is her highest stat for a reason. Yeah, I think... I'm most drawn to this. I'm just kind of thinking, what would Ximena be like, where would she be attaching this to? Like, oh, I wish my fractured memories. I get how I'm interpreting this, because like, oh, my fractured memories. I'm like, Ximena's memories aren't fractured. Ximena remembers everything, or at least I think she does. I believe she does. The only thing that she's having fractured memories about is her past life, when she was clearly in the Leaden Key. So in a way, she's betrayed herself. Alot's betrayal, he was in the Leaden Key. Ximena's betrayal, she was in the Leaden Key at some point and she just didn't know about it. Ximena's nosy. Ximena's nosy. She likes to know about people, and suddenly she's learning about who she was in a past life, and it's like, oh shit, like, tell me more. Oh shit, I cared about my family. Oh shit, I was in love with someone and I was lying to them. Oh my god, like, she's a nosy bitch. She's a nosy bitch. So yeah, that's how I'm interpreting this. She's like, yo, I'm kind of interested at this point in who I was and how that, where my soul has changed over the years. What has happened? What's differed to make me who I am? Like, yeah, I like it. I wish my fractured memories told me more about the people closest to me.
Must be lonely not knowing a thing like that. I guess I've taken that much for granted.
She quickly looks at the grass at the base of the arch. Anyway, here's to finding our men soon. Let's talk about something else. What's on your mind? Apparently we don't have anything else to ask her. Let's move on. Okie doke. Locate the forest from the latest vision. Okay, we will. We will. We're close to it. Let's camp up. Hi. What? Half asleep, a tide of deafening whispers assails you, chipping away at your senses, at your mind's understanding of itself. Their roar is louder with each passing night, their attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice fights its way through the din, calling out to you.
Hey! Hey! You gotta stop it with that. I just about punched you to snap you out of it. You were saying things, but they weren't any words I ever heard. You were shaking so hard I thought you'd crack your spine.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh... we're going insane! We're becoming like Mayawalt! Oh shit! What happened to that bucket of cold water? Things haven't improved. My mind may be going, what would I do without a friend to punch me? Enough, I don't want to discuss it. I'm drawn to number 3. Adir has been a true friend. A true friend, Aloth. Yeah, Adir's like, he's always woken us from these dreams. Aloth may have saved our life as we fell off a rope, but Adir's always been there to be like, yo, wake the fuck up. Don't do that. What happened to the bucket of cold water? Well, things are dire. Things are dire. It keeps happening. The cold water won't work. And I don't think Ximena would want to verbalize it. She's thinking it. But I don't think she'd want to verbalize it. She's gonna joke. What would I do without a friend to punch me?
Well, it's nice to feel needed. I'd have woke you sooner, but I thought it'd be nice for you to be able to close your eyes a bit. Folks don't last long without sleep.
Adir twitches his eyebrows.
You're twitchy these days. Reminds me of Mayerwald more than I'd like. Anything I can do, you just let me know. We're close on this one. Hang on a little longer. We'll get you fixed up.
Thank you, big brother Adir. Thank you. Oh. I love him. Adir is great. Adir is great. Also, one second.
I'm here.
1 second. I'm just
ready.
Yo, this is prime. This is prime thumbnail opportunity. So I'm taking it. Ximena, face Sagani.
Sure.
You go there. You
Ready, Watcher.
go there. Also, I can't believe I almost forgot about you. Yeah, you talk to Pumpkin. You talk to Pumpkin. There we go. That's a nice thumbnail. That's nice. Okie doke.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, I've got about 2 minutes left on my timer, and I do have... Normally, I'd start talking to Durant, seeing what he has to say. However, I've got a D&D game in about 5 minutes, so I really can't be taking my time. So I will bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we'll see if Durant will open up to us any further. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, The Named User, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.